this is a cool little section of trail, grassy walk across swampiness, but it's all open. I know we got a long stretch down this, and we got a left turn. Gonna take a short break there again. I just lost Mister. Come on, rug him out, Mister. I keep going. We are at 12.07 miles for the day, which is our longest hike for a day. Go us. A beautiful part of the trail or what? Tall pines, sun coming through, beautiful. We are relatively close, and that's relatively speaking for a 15-mile day. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to continue on without Mister, I guess. See you, Mister. I'll try and come pick you up. So anyway, as I was saying, we're getting close. Got one more water drop that Rug 'em Out Mama, Rug 'em Out Sister left for us. There we'll get to camel up, get a little bit of extra water for our dehydrated meals tonight. I think this is one of the more pretty parts of the Swamp Fox Trail. Just through this pine forest. I actually really like the Awendaw Passage at 7 miles. That was pretty when you're walking right along the river marsh. We got about an hour and 45 minutes of daylight left, and I think we should get there on time to have some extra time to look for wood and set up camp and such before it gets dark. Both of our packs are actually lighter than they were on the adventure hiking trail because we got slightly warmer weather. I don't think Mister cares. Forgot to eat the cookies.
Can we take a break real quick and eat it?
Feet resting break with
cookie break.
trying to save my feet. Well, we are coming up on our second water drop, and I don't know why this is so difficult to get mileage correct on these trail apps. Mister and I are cooked. We're at 16.95 miles. Sorry, 15.95 miles. We'll probably end up at 16.5 by the time we get to the site. It was supposed to be like 14.9. I don't know why that's difficult. We're making it. Got about 15 minutes till sunset, and then probably another, I don't know, what is it, 15, 20 minutes of dusk. Still got to set up camp, so. Oh, and the water drop, I got to stop to fill up our water bottles. What are you gonna do? Just got to keep hiking. We're very much in need of this water. We were pretty much all out. Oh, well, good evening, you faithful few. Good night, actually. It's about 8 o'clock. And man, unfortunately, I got a lot of commentary for you and not a lot of B-roll to show for it because we barely made it to the Harleston Dam campsite. As I complained about earlier, the mileage was way off, and I'm not entirely certain just yet, but about 16.5 mile day to get here. Well, so we rolled into camp. I think I broke Rug 'em Out Mister. He's cooked. I'm not far behind him, and just the prospect of doing another 15 miles again tomorrow that may or may not actually be 15 miles. It's not something that really neither of us are interested in. We're still gonna have our camp here tonight. We're gonna spend a night in the Dan Durston.
So that I can finally catch up.
Yeah, since Mister made it here to the same campsite that I stayed at on the 6-7 backpacking endeavor, we're gonna go ahead and count this as a catch-up. We already contacted Rug 'em Mountain Mama, and we haven't set a road intersection or a time just yet. So we're just kind of gonna relax, maybe sleep in a little bit, have a nice warm breakfast. We're gonna have to get more firewood if we're gonna have a fire in the morning. Kind of burned it all up here tonight. once we got here, I set Rocky Mountain Mister up with a chair and got his shoes off of him because his feet were the main issue.
And then all of a sudden, whenever Dad took off the backpacks, they stopped hurting. And then it was just because I missed Mom and Karen.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain Mister's homesick already. Then after I got Mister kind of talked down off the ledge, I set up the Durston and set up the inside, got dinner going, had a peak refueled chicken Alfredo. Mister had a backpacker's pantry, 3 cheese mac and cheese. Both really good. We actually skipped the dessert, although we had dessert for tonight and tomorrow night, and we just had some honey stingers instead. So the Harleston Dam campsite has been extremely renovated to where there's actually 3 different sites here. So yeah, we got a nice picnic table, nice fire ring, 2 benches, and then there's 2 more just like it over yonder. So yeah, we were just checking in with you faithful few to bring you up to speed on where we are at here on the 19th ever backpacking endeavor. Gonna kind of let the fire die down a little bit, head into the tent, watch some videos or something, and then try and rest our bodies so that we can at least make it out a mile something. We still got to work out where we're going to meet up Rocky Mountain Mama. So yeah, back that way is about half mile to the road, and then we got about 2 or 3 road crossings and a mile and a half that way. I'd rather, if we're going to get picked up early, I would rather like continue on the direction we were going so that maybe next year we can get dropped off there to continue on, as opposed to backtracking and having to hike this little portion here again. But so remember that pinky promise we did back a while ago? We're not going to be able to make it on our plan here for this one, so that leaves us open to the possibility of doing a one-nighter next year. Well, by the time we're done here, we'll have about 20 miles left to finish the Swamp Fox Passage. Now 20 miles over 2 days is certainly doable for us now, if the campsites work out. And that was kind of the problem with this hike, is the campsites are so far away from each other that it was hard to get 2 nights. It's hard to get very far over 2 nights without hiking for 15 miles in a day. Anyway, I'll probably end up editing most of that out, but thanks for tuning in, you faithful few. We're gonna tune out for this evening and see you in the morning. Well, good morning, you faithful few, from a couple of cooked campers. We made it through the night. Not too bad, really. Feel a little recharged this morning. Our conditions haven't improved such that we're ready for a second 15-mile day. I'll show you around our camp. Got that nice fire pit, a couple benches, using our chairs anyway, more comfy. Nice picnic table, and back there in the back left you can see the Dan Durston. Got a pretty good pitch on it, and it worked just perfect for tonight. Scanning around, there's the trails over there, and then got that errant picnic table there, and then 2 more full sites over there. This is just a beautiful area. Tons of space for tents, hammocks, and a bear box, or a critter box. Just heating me up some water for oatmeal and coffee. Rocky Mountain Mister's enjoying his cupcake Pop-Tart and some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Well, we've been in contact with Rocky Mountain Mama, and if it isn't obvious at this point, we are going to ultimately fail on our intended goals. So it's going to take us a little longer to finish the Swamp Fox Passage. So consequently, we're just enjoying our campsite, nice as it is, and just relaxing. I went ahead and made some hot coffee and my breakfast carnation powder thingy. You know what's in here, don't you folks? Cafe Bustelo. Oh yeah. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. That was when we were poking fun at Luke from the outdoor gear review. Sooner or later, we'll have to start putting up camp. Haven't even taken everything out of the Durston yet, so we'll have to fold everything up, get them back in our packs, and hit the trail. It's already 8:50. It's a brisk 38, 39 degrees out.
Whoa.
So while we're still hanging out here at the camp, we're doing some exploring. And I wanted to get you Faithful Few's opinion on something. No, that is a cat hole, because it's a hole with toilet paper. So I want to see if you Faithful Few think that this is what I think it is. So if you recall, we walked by that dead boar on the side of the road, and I'm curious if y'all think this is what I think it is. I don't know what the technical term is, but is this like a boar bed? I was under the impression that they, dig down into the dirt, make themselves a nice little bed to sleep in, keep them warm at night. Looks like there's a couple hoof prints in there, and you can see this is not far from our campsite. Well, we've got an active plan now, worked out with Rugged Mountain Mama, so I'll explain on the trail, but for now, it's time to pack up. Boo. All right, we're saying our goodbyes to the campsite. It was a great campsite, but we must move on. Left a little bit of wood for the next adventurers. And got the watch going again. Actually, now that we're moving, I feel pretty good. I probably won't feel very good in a short amount of time, but for right now, I don't feel bad. We got another one of these nice long stretches to start off. Talking about Mister's okay for the moment. So earlier I mentioned that we failed at our attempt. And I don't mean failed in the sense that we normally think of failure. I mean fail in more of the entrepreneurial sense, in that you really don't succeed unless you fail sometimes. And we certainly have had a long stretch of success from the 15th to the 16th to the 17th and ultimately 18th ever backpacking endeavor on the Adventure Hiking Trail. We crushed those, and they were kind of, big deals for us. So I intentionally really pushed us on this one to see, maybe try and find out where our breaking point is. When I put this hike together on All Trails, in the subtitle of it, I actually put, "This is crazy." So I knew it was a long shot, I guess. I'm reminded of our friends over at Tres Amigos. He and his son tried to do part of the Tecumseh hiking trail back in Indiana, and they didn't quite make it how they wanted to either. So they kind of called it and changed the plans up. It's okay, especially when hiking with the youngsters. Generally speaking, Rugged Mountain Mister has been killing it. Certainly for the first 12 miles, we were kind of killing it. And I think part of the problem was we thought that we were further along than we actually were. And it started becoming kind of a mental game more so than a physical game. Although the physical was definitely playing a part. Yeah, so the plan ended up being we got about a 3.4 mile hike out to Steed Creek Road, where Rugged Mountain Mama and Rugged Mountain Sis should be waiting on us. We're just gonna enjoy what's left of our hike, what's left of our adventure, what's left to view in this very beautiful South Carolina area. So we'll check back in with you later. Here we go, back into the woods. Now I say that. Not sure what's going on with this little lowland. It almost looks like this was a pond at some point or something, but there's some pretty big trees in the middle, although they look dead. Maybe they're just deciduous. Yeah, there you go. I think this was a pond at some point. It's dried up. There's what's left of it over there. goes that away. Rugged Mountain Mister almost made an egregious mistake. Keep going.
I thought it was an animal.
You better go get Mouth Apollo. Okay, she caught that. He tripped over a root, so he was gonna get his stick out to beat the root for tripping him, and then his stick was stuck in some branches. Oh, mister. All right, we're around a mile left to the road we're looking for. We're in a nice big open power line run. Well, you faithful few, we are coming close to the road intersection where Rugged Mountain Mama and Rugged Mountain Sis are already there waiting on us. So we want to thank you for coming along on this adventure. Didn't turn out to be what we intended exactly, but still had a good time. Certainly had fun at camp last night and broke a DMS record. I don't know exactly what the mileage was, so I'm gonna put it right over here, what it really was, because I'll figure it out when we get home. But hey, we just want to thank y'all so much for watching again, and you all have a great day!
What was I doing? I don't know. I was like, have a great day!
Did you forget how to do the air gun? Well, we hear traffic, you faithful few, way over there. These are our last little glimpses of the Swamp Fox Passage for this year. I think I see an SUV. And that is where we shall begin next year.